bum bum, bum bum, bum bum bum. Bum bum bum, da 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 dun, da 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 dun dun. Da da dun dun, da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun.
For a big butterfly shrimp. 4 of a kind, baby. I win. You can't handle the shrimp.
See about that. Yeah, we will.
At Safe Light, we'll take care of fixing your windshield. But did you know we can take care of your insurance claim? That means less stress for you.
Thanks.
My pleasure. Have a good one.
You too.
Schedule today at safelight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
File 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. Form 1040 and limited credits only. See how at TurboTax.com. That's me!
Jesse Palmer here with big news. The Rooms to Go free adjustable base offer is back and better than ever. Just pick your mattress set from a great selection of top brands, starting at $6.99. That's queen, king, even a split king. Then upgrade to custom comfort with this advanced adjustable base for free. Wireless remote, adjustable legs, even one-touch lay flat technology. It's that easy. Buy the set, upgrade to the adjustable base for free at the Rooms to Go anniversary sale, now through Tuesday.
Take control of your health by boosting your force field, the immune system. With the Aura Ring, you can listen to your body's signals and raise your defenses.
This is old version of
When
it.
your temperature is higher than
This
normal,
is
to improve your sleep.
20th Century Fox Searchlight Pictures in Prisma
Push
3D.
yourself.
This is an old version.
Live smarter, stronger, healthier.
This is the oldest version ever.
Space Shuttle Columbia, the final flight, premieres Sunday, April 7th at 9 on CNN.
Tonight, new details in the cyber espionage accusations against China. CNN's Will Ripley has our report.
Tonight, China in the crosshairs. The U.S. and Britain accusing Beijing of cyber espionage, hacking into the heart of Western democracy, targeting critical military and civilian infrastructure.
The Chinese government, they have intentionally developed their cyber capability for the past decades. We are creating like hundreds of threat actors, and some part of them we can trace them back to a military unit belonging to PLA.
The People's Liberation Army, linked to ongoing Chinese cyber warfare, says the U.S. Director of National Intelligence.
We expect the PLA will field more advanced platforms, deploy new technologies, and grow more competent in joint operations.
The latest accusations from the U.S. and the U.K., claiming elite Chinese hacking units are infiltrating America's power grids, stealing voter registration lists for tens of millions of British citizens. Working on behalf of China's powerful security ministry, the accused hackers now facing sanctions in both countries. Just months ago, at their summit in San Francisco, Chinese leader Xi Jinping told President Joe Biden China won't interfere in the November elections. Two people familiar with the conversations tell CNN. But U.S. intelligence believes Beijing is improving its ability to spread disinformation and may try to use social media platforms like TikTok to sow doubts about U.S. leadership, undermine democracy, and extend Beijing's influence.
Director Haynes, you cannot rule out that the CCP could, again, just like they did here, use TikTok as a platform to influence 2024 elections, right?
We cannot rule out that the CCP could use it. Correct.
Beijing's malware may also be designed to wreak havoc on America's food, water, and power supply. The New York Times reports, citing U.S. intelligence, part of a plan to create chaos and distraction if the U.S. tries to defend Taiwan from a hostile Chinese takeover.
I think the purpose of this kind of cyber attacks is targeting critical infrastructures. I mean, the goal is probably to cause some disruption.
The U.S. Justice Department also indicting individual hackers working for Beijing for what the Attorney General calls a 14-year global campaign to target and intimidate critics of China's Communist Party. Tonight, we do have a response from Beijing's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, firing back as usual, Wolf, saying, quote, "This is purely political manipulation." They say, "We urge the United States and the United Kingdom to stop politicizing cybersecurity issues, stop slandering and smearing China." Now, we know that Beijing has long accused the West, and particularly the U.S., Wolf, of hypocrisy here because they say the U.S. launches lots of cyber espionage campaigns against China.
Will Ripley reporting from Taipei. Thank you very much, Will. Coming up, Sam Bankman-Fried has now been sentenced to 25 years behind bars. We'll take a closer look at what played out at the sentencing hearing for the former FTX CEO. That's next.
Ethan, how's my favorite client?
Great. I started using Schwab investing themes, so now I can easily invest in trends, like wearable tech.
Trends? All that research sounds exhausting.
Nope. Schwab's technology does the work. So if I spot an opportunity in robotics or pets, I can buy those stocks in a few clicks.
Can't be that easy.
20th Century Fox 是在 pictures
Schwab investing themes.
pictures
Order
pictures
customizable themes up to 25 stocks in just a few clicks.
Can Nariva support your brain health?
Mary Jane, hey.
Eddie, Bill, Fraser, Frank. Frank? Fred, how are you? Fred.
View up to 7 brain health indicators, including your memory. Join the Nariva Brain Health Challenge.
When Barbara switched to TurboTax,
I broke 4 generations of family tradition.
Huh? I want to make her feel.
so I made Barbara's new psychic account by guaranteeing her maximum refund into a TurboTax.
Times may change, but some things remain timeless.
Feel how much softer and smoother Dove makes your skin. Dove is one for a moisturizing cream.
I've been using Dove for more than 25 years.
After 7 days, I feel like a brand new woman.
bum la bum ba 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 bum. No. Bum la bum ba 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 bum.
Bye-bye, call.
Over 12 hours of relief.
12 hours? Mucin XDN gives you 12 hours of relief from chest congestion in any cough, day or night. Mucin XDN. It's comeback season. Now try Mucin X Institute or Pro.
Bum la bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba ba bum.
Behind bars after a jury found him guilty of
Turkey 10 minutes.
his failed crypto exchange, FTX.
Bum la bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum bum.
Well, Sam Bankman-Fried his lawyer says that they will appeal.
Bum da 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 Dun 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 dun
And we have new numbers about a surprising group of voters that have been loyal to Biden and could be key to a win in November. Let's go out front. Good evening, I'm Brianna Keeler in for Aaron Burnett. Out front tonight, the breaking news. We have brand new video just into out front from on board that massive cargo ship. Here you can see hazardous material, investigators and engineers from the NTSB inspecting the ship. They're also serving.
We know that once the power went out, the data recording
Bum ba bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba 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 bum ba bum ba 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 bum ba bum ba 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 bum.
they're in the process of downloading and getting all the other information that they can get from the bridge, from anywhere else on the ship, from any other cameras, and starting their work in interviewing all of the ship crew and the river pilots. That will be a very important part. So even
why they just died?
We have a timeline. You know what happened. You know the speed. The why is going to be much more difficult. They haven't even begun to release any information on what happened to the ship while it was in dock before it left and entered the channel. That's going to have to come a little bit later, and that's going to help us understand why rather than just what happened.
Yeah, certainly. Ian, there's video that we've seen, right? It shows the power outage before the crash, all of the lights going out there. We see it right there. I know that you think the likeliest cause could actually be a problem with the ship's computers. Explain what you're thinking.
Well, I think we have to keep a very open aperture as to the question of why. There are a lot of unknowns, and we should be asking a huge number of questions right now. And a lot of people can take this as an opportunity to get to understand the maritime domain and the maritime industry a lot better as we start to recognize just how critically important it is to our life on land. But what we have to look at are at least three key hypotheses as to what happened. The first is probably the least likely. We have seen this issue come up in the past. In 2018, there were quite a few ships that went dead out of the port of Houston, Singapore, Rotterdam, some key ports because of bad bunker fuel. But the third is that there's some problem with the control systems on the ship, and that points to a cyber problem. It isn't clear whether that cyber problem.
I'm building the searchlights, everyone. I need someone to help me build a searchlight.
What really did occur and why it occurred.
Do you think investigators are keeping the
I need to build the searchlights.
I hope so, and I certainly would assume.
I need some help, everyone. Some over here, because the searchlights, they're important. Oh yeah, I need it.
Right out the morning of the incident, that there was no malicious intent that was indicated, and that is probably a very fair statement regarding the crew and pilots on board the ship. They did an amazing amount of work to try to warn people.
Let's connect this. Oh no.
But that isn't necessarily true from outside actors, and we need to just be careful about assuming too many things at the outset of the
searchlight. The last searchlight, I think.
National economy and our national security.
Mary, what do you think?
I think the searchlights are done. I'm not gonna check.
And the NTSB does its work by dividing all the different things that it has to do up into committees. They've got a nautical
this one is done. This one is done. And this one is done. And this one is done. All of them are done.
But they also have the ops group, which was gathering literally every record.
But I need to build one more searchlight.
What happened to that ship when it was in port? And there have been, the NTSB has not confirmed the reports, but there were reports of mechanical problems in the port, in the harbor, when it was docked. And they will go through all of those things, and a lot will be told in the records. As they get and pour through those records of the maintenance and the oversight of the ship, there will be an awful lot revealed, not just about the computers and the cyber, but about the overall health and
rotate
maintenance records of that ship. What happened while it was in port? That's going to be a very important thing.
Yeah, no doubt key. Mary Schiavo, Ian Ralby, thank you to both of you. And we are learning new details tonight about the two people who survived this terrifying bridge collapse and two other individuals who, by a stroke of good fortune, missed the catastrophe by just minutes. Danny Freeman is out front live from Baltimore. Danny, what is the latest that you're learning about what is truly an unbelievable story of human survival?
Yeah, Brianna, the more that we're out here, the more that we learn about not only the stories of survival, but also, you mentioned it, those stories that are close calls as well. I mean, when you look at this bridge behind me, or what's left of this bridge behind me, you can imagine that enormous drop, those bitterly cold waters below, that violent collapse. And despite all of that, two people who were on that bridge survived.
It's a miraculous story of survival. We're learning new details about the construction worker who fell more than 185 feet into the water and lived. Jeffrey Pritzker, the executive vice president of Bronner Builders, says the Mexican national who worked for the company likely survived by swimming before being rescued by first responders. The man was treated at the University of Maryland Medical Center's Shock Trauma Center, but was released hours after the collapse. Pritzker added the worker is, quote, very, very upset. He does have injuries, and I understand he's very stressed out and is suffering from stress. A fellow worker from Bronner Builders told CNN Thursday the team likely would have been on their break at the time of the impact. That worker saying he requested a last-minute shift change ahead of Tuesday, likely saving his life. However, less is known about the second survivor, who Pritzker said was not part of their construction team. At Wednesday night's press conference, Maryland's Governor Wes Moore said he's spoken with a survivor who narrowly escaped with his life.
One of the survivors who I had the opportunity to speak with, one of the things he mentioned to me was as he was moving off of the bridge and literally saw the bridge fall right after he moved off, it was because it was a first responder who was telling him to move off of the bridge.
CNN has requested more information about this survivor from the governor's office and the Maryland Transportation Authority. Reporters asked exactly how those on the bridge were notified to get off as the vessel crashed.
Well, I think we'll find out by investigation what exactly happened. I know that he said it was awful that the officers told him to move on.
We're also hearing a story from a driver who was stopped from entering the bridge just in time.
In all honesty, if my passenger wasn't a little bit late coming out to the car and getting into it,
yeah, I'm almost about to be done, so we'll go.
Could have been on the bridge when it collapsed. We were that close.
This comes as we continue to learn more about those workers presumed and confirmed dead. 26-year-old Dorleen Castillo Cabrera's body was found in a submerged pickup truck below the wreckage Wednesday morning. He was an immigrant from Guatemala who loved his construction job.
This was under the tractor.
A Mexican national, was also found in the truck next to Castillo. Miguel Luna was a father of 3, an immigrant from El Salvador who lived in Maryland for 19 years. And Maynor Yasir Suazo Sandoval was a Honduran national, a husband and father of 2.
19.
Luna and Sandoval
or 90.
He was the breadwinner for his children right now. God is going to provide for us too, so we can get together as a family and see how we can help each other, because at this moment, his wife is left with his girl and everything.
Now,
let's just cover all this stuff up. Now I want to see it.
At the top of the piece, who survived the collapse and was rescued, he's actually related to 2 other victims. So that means that 3 of the 8 people who were on that bridge when it collapsed earlier this week were all family members. 2 died, 1 survived. Brianna?
No wonder he is beside himself. Danny Freeman live for us in Baltimore. Thank you for that report. Out front next, a major ruling on whether former President Trump's Georgia election case is tossed out could come at any moment. This is Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis did not appear in court today. So why? Plus, new reporting that Putin knew of ISIS-K's plan to attack just days before the massacre. So why did he dismiss it? A former Russian lawmaker who served under Putin is out front tonight. And where's Melania Trump? She was not at Trump's side during his victory party at their own home at Mar-a-Lago. So will she join her husband at all during the upcoming campaigning? We'll have some new reporting.
Hello, Ghostbusters. It's Doug. Of Doug Lehman. We help people customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Anyway, we got a bit of a situation here. Sure, I can help. Only pay for what you need. Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire.
Okay, everyone. Our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition for strength and energy.
Ensure with 27 vitamins and minerals, nutrients for immune health, and Ensure Complete with 30 grams of protein. 170 million Americans find community on TikTok.
I'm patriotic Kenny. My scooter broke down. I went into a depression.
I posted it to show that Kenny's not always happy. Within 24 hours, people had donated over $5,000.
Oh, you can't.
set up the Patriotic Kenny Foundation to give mobility scooters to veterans. None of this would have happened without
This is so good.
Keep TikTok.
This is our future, Mom. GoDaddy Arrow creates a logo, website, even social posts in minutes.
Oh, AI. AI like it. Who wants to come see the future?
Get your business online in minutes with GoDaddy Arrow.
We're building a better postal service. All parts working in sync to move your business forward. For more value, more reliability, and more on-time deliveries. The United States Postal Service, built for how you business.
I'm gonna kill Aquaman and destroy everything he holds dear. Now streaming exclusively on Max.
We're Carvana. We've created a brand new way for you to sell your car. Go to Carvana, answer a few questions, and our techno wizardry calculates your car's value and gives you a real offer in seconds. We'll come to you, pay you on the spot, then pick up your car. That's it. At Carvana.
Not flossing well? Then add the whoa of Listerine to your routine. New science shows Listerine is 5 times more effective than floss at reducing plaque above the gum line for a cleaner, healthier mouth. Listerine, feel the whoa.
Goddesses, I bring the vitality of sun. And I the sea. Hey, I'm Caitlin. I took the kids swimming, hit up the farmer's market, and crushed my sales call. You know, typical Tuesday.
Awaken your inner goddess with Vitafusion's expertly crafted assortment of delicious and nutritious gummies.
Oh, and I brought cupcakes. I have to have this recipe. Trade you for the scepter.
Done.
The countdown is on. This is the last weekend. The last days to shop the amazing Rooms to Go anniversary sale. Celebrating another great year with big anniversary sale savings. Plus, get very special.
Should only stay free and smell as good as humanly possible.
Sorry I'm late. Trying to close our books. It's the end of the month. What do you guys have, like an accounting army?
Actually, we're using RAM.
Us too. Ramp automatically tracks expenses and receipts.
Automated expense tracking.
We can manage business spend all in one place.
And we get powerful insights to make smarter financial decisions.
It's about to make me close the app.
What?
This is about to make me close the app. It said,
Get started.
no.
Learn more at ramp.com.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. That appears to be the motto for Trump's legal teams as they continue their desperate attempts to try just about anything at this point to get the numerous cases against their client thrown out, including citing presidential immunity.
Keep glitching.
And as we saw this morning in Georgia, their attempts to throw out the whole Fulton County case on the grounds of the First Amendment.
I don't think there's any question that statements, comments, speech, expressive conduct that deals with campaigning or elections has always been found to be at the zenith of protected speech. The only reason it becomes unprotected, in the state's opinion, is because they call it false.
Well, they were false, but that is not the only reason why it's not protected by the First Amendment. Here is the prosecution's response.
It's not just that they were false. It's not that the defendant has been hauled into a courtroom because the prosecution doesn't like what he said. These statements are part of criminal conduct that is larger than just the false statement on its own.
Mind you, the same First Amendment challenges were made by 2 of Trump's former co-defendants in that case, and they were unsuccessful. And Trump's lawyers tried the same argument in the federal January 6th case, which also failed. Once again, this brings us back to what is the Trump's real goal, which is to delay the start of the However, the New York hush money trial is presently the only
judge said it will start on tax day, April 15th. And as a result of having the audacity to not let Trump play his delay games anymore, Judge Juan Marchand is facing Trump's revolting wrath. Trump has also continued to target the judge's daughter once again, including just in the last few hours in a post that names her. And while neither the judge nor his family are covered under the judge's recently imposed gag order on the trial, we could see that coverage expand. Joining me now is Andrew Weiss, former FBI general counsel, former senior member of the Mueller probe, and MSNBC legal analyst. Andrew, I cease to be able to be surprised. Except that Donald Trump is now literally making up a story about Judge Marchand's daughter.
Yes. Why they call him McDonald's drunk?
I don't know, man. I'm not supposed to know what you're looking at. I don't know what they're doing on their phone. You gotta ask them. I don't even know what you're looking at.
I don't know where they're
You're trying to
at.
eat, buddy.
I don't know where they're at. I don't have a car.
Because you don't need to know where they're at. You can do it online. What do you want to eat, buddy?
I don't know.
Are you hungry?
Yes?
What do you want to eat? A turkey sandwich?
No.
You eat all your food?
Yes?
You want to go roller skating?
What?
You want to go roller skating?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah, but it glitched.
I think you're roller skating.
So many people talk about keep predicting what would a Trump 2.0 administration be, and should we really think he's going to be a dictator, and what will happen? And my response to that is